Hello everyone, our team Base234, we are going to present CircuVolt AI, an intelligent ecosystem platform designed to solve one of the biggest challenge of recycling a car. So it is going to give an end-to-end management of how to recycle your car component and end-to-end life management of your battery. By 2030, millions of EV cars and normal cars are going to retire. We need to figure out what we want to do with them, whether to reuse them, refurbish them, or break them down to raw material. Our application acts as a central intelligence hub to make those critical decisions, ensuring compliance with the strict EU battery regulation while maximizing the economic value and minimizing the carbon footprint. Here we can do search any car. I have taken a Ferrari. Now let me explode it and I can go to the component, and here I can see a basic weight of the car, what is the recyclability, component value, and all the other information. And similarly, I can choose any component out here and check for this information. I can get the real information about the car, how the car looks, and all the other things, how this thing has been created. I can also get information of the powertrain type, EU battery report, recyclability certificate, and a lot more. I can even go to the comparison to compare it with any other car. Now let me quickly go to the dashboard. There are a lot of things in our application, and I will try to do it as quickly as possible. Here we have an intelligence agent to do all the analysis for us, and here I can see the latest industry, latest research paper for me to work into it. And there are a lot of agentic applications that are running to fetch this all the information in the real time. So now let me click on direct recycling versus hydrometallurgy and recyclability performance, how it is going to look, second life, and you're going to get all this information. It is going to take some time for the AI agent to run. Once the AI agent started running, right, you're going to get all the information. Now SOH predictor. So the here, right, if something is not clear, we can generally go to this toolbar and to get the information. So right, it is going to use machine learning to predict, right, health of an EV battery and how it is going to look. Here we can add information like cycle count, voltage, and all the other information. Here I'm given 3D architecture of how battery pack is look and what are the different modules of it and how it looks. Now if I click on predict and analyze with AI, right, so and the agent would be running, so our model given a prediction. So it says that it is in excellent condition with an premium second life. We can use it for a second life. We are getting all the information, health radar, and how the second life degradation is. We are also creating a forecast chart, and here, right, our agent is running to give all the information. Now there is an disassembly center. So the basic idea is, right, any of our car, right, what would be the model, let's say how it is look, and let's say if there are some impact, right, let's say uh, thermal event history, right, and it can plan the entire how to disassemble the entire car and get all the information, right, all the information are running with the help of an agentic system, and how the compliance are going to look, how many CO2 is being saved, and we can get all the analysis through our agentic application, and it can give into more details if you fill in the information and what are the mandatory pollution protocol and all the other things, right. So these are all the sequences. You can deep dive into any one of it. Now in order for us to create a AI material passport which is going to be compliant of the EU standards, we can create it. So we can provide the information like the chemical composition of a battery, manufacturing date, and any all the other things. We can go and we can edit it or we can add it. We can get the information like how the material is going to look, and the AI compliance analysis. We can get all this information. I will ask you, feel free to deep dive into it, like the technical report, let's say sustainability, traceability. You can look into all those information like how the entire things are going to look and the entire data. Then the recovery optimizer, like let's say let me click on power drive motor, and different type of motor types you can choose on, and the different type of entire data you can look into, how it is going to look for the recovery optimizer. And let's say what are the next generation technology that we can use, like say predictive hydrometallurgy extraction, like what would be the yield if we extract it, and the LLM ecosystem. Let us go to the circularity score of a particular component, right. Let me choose here EV battery pack, and let me click on it can have a secondary potential. Anything if you're not clear on, just go and see what it says and what are the information. So there are a lot of machine learning models and a lot of AI models that are running. So a lot of LLM model to fetch us this entire output, and now the LLM is going to fetch the data from the real sources and creating exit summary for us. And what we need to do, we can again ask Redux a question, and at last our design advisor, let's say we want to uh, let's say design for recyclability advisor. Let's say we can choose anything, right? Let's say let me choose the exhaust converter, right? What is the adhesive use, right? How it should be, what are the labeling quality, let's say modularity, hazard separation, and a lot of other things, right? Let me click on analysis, and it's going to give me the detailed suggestion. What is the recyclability score of it, and it's again the our AI agent is going to run to gather the entire information for us, material complexity and all the other information, and the design attributes, and what are the material composition. Let me choose, let's say, EV battery pack, and if I click on analyze with AI, right, so it has a very low recyclability score based on the current technology. Maybe we can reduce the adhesive use and all the other things to get this information. Like there are different type of material which has been used for creating a battery, let's say for an interior, or let's say body, or let's click on body panel, right? So if I see it has a better recyclability score, so through which, right, you can go through individual things and plan how recyclability advisor for your entire application. And you can just entire car, and you can design your car, or you can check, right, how you're basically, right, how your car would perform in, or let's say if you are designing a new car system, you can look into it so that you are in alignment, so that the car has a second life and it can be reused later, as let's say through material recovery or using some of its part for a second life. So you can check on those. That's all for this video presentation.